gonna take you through a sound journey using some of my favorite things. Okay guys, so I'm gonna start with a snack from Brazil that calls polvilho, and it's actually tastes like nothing, but it's very good at the same time, because once that you start to eat, you can't stop. Like, it's impossible. And this one is the traditional one, and this one tastes like a cheese. It's good. And always have in grandma's houses, everywhere in the grandma's house. I'm from Brazil, from a small city called Taku, and from the south of Brazil, actually almost frontiera with Argentina. And yeah, I lived there until my 17s, and I sung in a wedding band. I started in a wedding band. I started to do like some covers on YouTube, and well, here I am. I think Brazil totally inspired my music all the time. Like, I love Brazil because I have a lot of cultures and a lot of like kind of music and kind of rhythms, and so I can like do like mixing things, and I think that's what I do best. Brazil have this that like you can mix culture from different like places, and yeah, so that's Brazil inspired me in whatever I do, and my songs and my life actually. My biggest music inspiration is I'm obsessed by the Beatles since I was a teenager, like 12 years, and but I love like all the pop divas and a lot of Brazilian singers like Elis Regina. I'm obsessed by her, like, and oh my god, Caetano Veloso, Nara Leão, Cazuza, Casiaele, a lot of Brazilian singers. They are the best. Okay guys, I think it's one of my favorite parts right now, and I'm not actually like so into like sweet things. I prefer like salty things. this is a chocolate umbrella, and it's very common in Brazil, and I everywhere in Brazil, but in the countryside, it's very popular. I'm from the countryside. This remember my childhood, and it's very good. It's like much better than expensive chocolate. This is like amazing and protects you from the rain. Memorable vacations. Oh my god. Actually come to Los Angeles and write my whole last album here. Like, it was very amazing, and it was a amazing experience with with my producers, my friends and everything, and I think it was like one of the most important travels that I did, but I love I don't know, oh my god, maybe when I went to India, it was a totally different experience too, and Thailand too. It was maybe, yeah, that's it. One, it was more about work, but it was about dreams, and and the other was traveling and vacation and see new things. It was amazing. This is bolacha, and it's not biscoito. Okay, guys, this is bolacha, and I love that bolacha, and it's sweet and it's good. And when I was a kid, actually until now, I love that shit. Hey, I can't say bad words, right? Cannot. I don't know. Sorry. Muito bom. Okay, guys, right now, I don't know where you guys found this in LA, but this is a thing from my countryside. This is don't even exist in the whole Brazil, and this is called chimarrão, and or matcha. You guys know matcha is that but we do on this thing that tastes like, how I say grama? Grass. It's amazing. And then here's the thing, when you like put water here and start to drink, you need to drink until the end. If you not drink all the drink, it's like bad luck. And if you like don't drink everything and pass it to someone else, like how taste, that person will gonna know all your secrets. So when you start, finished. That's why I need some time. Oh, Louisa, how I know it's finished? You're gonna hear a sound. You will gonna hear a sound. It's right how I said. English people, thank you. Oh my god. 1 second. And it's hot. But it's good. I'm just kidding. It's not. Don't taste like grease. I'm just kidding. I think the craziest thing that is happening right now with my career is like being like a global force into the Billboard Woman Music Award. This is so crazy, and I'm very happy. And I think the thing that I like more like happy, it's like sing with Demi Lovato and like do a song with her, like, and but like sing with her in Portuguese. That is my language. Like, so it's making me like totally like happy and grateful to Billboard, to Demi, and people abroad, like watching my work, you know, and listen my music. This is crazy, and yeah, it's crazy. So I'm very happy. That's it. Thank you for coming to my mind massage, and the matcha is finished. Look at that sound, like sounds. This is the end. You guys can hear it. Oh my god. I still have a lot. But this is the end. Like I think for real, it's the last one. Thanks God. Oh my god. Bye. Make sure to listen to my single, La Muerte.
Hi everybody, I'm Diner Rushing. Welcome to my mind massage. Today I'm going to take you on a sound journey through some of my favorite snacks. And we're going to start with vehicles. Fresh. So bugles are my favorite snack. I love them. Everyone loves them. Taste them. You'll love them. They're crispy. They're fried in coconut oil. They're salty. They're perfect. And you can put them on your fingers. Like this. fingers got bigger since the last time I did this. Right. Also, if you ever run out of salt but you have bugles, you can crush bugles and sprinkle them on things like toast. Oh, I've done that before. Like toast with an egg and then sprinkle bugles on top. They're also really great on sandwiches. I don't work for bugles, I swear. I'll get to the healthy stuff later, but for now I'm going to show you my favorite beverage, which is Mexican Coca-Cola. We all know it's superior to regular Coca-Cola and Diet Coca-Cola. It's made with real sugar, and it just tastes better in a glass bottle. Are you ready? For all you trying to sleep to this, I'm so sorry. That was too loud. This is the good stuff. Yeah, I do. I love Coke so much. I'll drink it solo, sure, but or with a meal. But one thing I can't go without Coca-Cola with is pizza. Like, you gotta have it with pizza. So they say a carrot a day keeps the doctor away. If you didn't know that one, you should. And I like a big carrot because I can pretend like I'm smoking a cigar, you know what I mean? Like Roger Rabbit. But I always peel it first. I think I started eating a carrot a day like 5 years ago. It's a good workout for your jaw, too. Okay, I could live off of apples and Ski Queen. Ski Queen is caramel cheese. It's a brown, sweet cheese, and it's the most amazing thing ever. But I peel my apples, and I peel my apples because of pesticides. That's why I peel my apples. Okay. Who knew my snacks made such good ASMR content? still gotta get in here and try this. Not that long ago, like 6 months ago, I've been eating it a lot. My friends are like, Tyner, you can't live on just ski queen and apples. And I'm like, oh yeah, you can. You can thrive on just ski. You can thrive on ski queen and apples. So my final snack that I cannot live without is a croissant made with real butter. Whenever I go to a new place, I look up my proximity to the closest croissant. I love trying new croissants in new places. Okay. I think this first one's a butter croissant. Do y'all know about bread face? Should I slam my face into a croissant for you guys? Cheese. Okay. Dolce de leche. This one's my favorite. Thank you so much for coming to my mind massage. I hope I soothed you. Now I'm just gonna finish my snacks.
This is Dawn Richard's mind massage. So, these are a few of the things that I need that are essential on tour. I am vegan, so a lot of these things are very grassy. Kale chips, or what I'd like to call the Hulk. These are fantastic for snackage. These are so when I'm performing and I get off stage and I'm sweaty. Kale chips. Why vegan, you ask? Sure, I'll tell you. My father was diagnosed with lymphoma 6.5 years ago, and we made a pact. If he went vegan, I would go vegan, and it saved his life. And I never look back. A lot of times, I just put a lot of stuff and I wrap it in this beautiful coconut tortilla that I'm about to show you. It's got all kind of awards happening on the side of this wrapper. I mean, it's USDA, NSFF, gluten-free, vegan life, GGB, FGF, GHIJK. So, it's a silent killer, is what it's saying. It can be heated. It can be put in them. You can nuke it.
or you can just eat it just like this. And you can wrap it in anything, even kale chips. It doesn't even have to be pretty, and you just... slippery. Another reason I like these is they look like they could be given out at communion. So it's just got a lot of positives. Not everything that I take on tour is food. Sometimes I take memorable things with me, and one of my favorite things is my red notebook. I call her Connie. And it was a book that my grandmother, God rest her soul, gave me when she died. She was a librarian. She had a PhD in library science. She used to take me into the library, and I used to sleep with the books, and I used to love the smell of the books. What made this book really cool is when she died, I hadn't looked in it, and I opened it up, and she had the entire family tree in the first pages of the book. And that really stuck with me, so I took that book and it became my lyric book. And I write all my ideas, visuals, lyrics in this book. This is her handwriting. She had the best handwriting. So good. And this is the entire tree. From our French background to our African and Native American great grandparents. I miss her every day. But this is really cool, so I don't know, for some reason I write everything in here now. Ideas, manifestations. I have my Grammy speech in here. Let's all just get really serious here, because this is the most important thing to take on tour. It is this. Did you see the rays of sunshine that just appeared? Vegan whipped cream. I said it. Vegan whipped cream, folks. You gotta shake it good. Do you hear that? I don't think you heard me the first time. You put this on, anything in life just happens to get better. Bad day, whipped cream. Cold, whipped cream. Your boyfriend left, whip cream.
What's up? My name is Taku, and this is my mind massage. I'm about to take you on a sound journey using some of my favorite things. So for Gen Z that are watching, it's called a Discman, and this is what was the gateway to my discovery to music, and borrowing as many CDs from friends that I could, and never giving them back, and then destroying the CDs, and then giving them back. I'm from a small town called Perth, Australia, on the west coast of Australia. I'm from a place that's like extremely isolated. People don't want to visit there. No, they do. It's beautiful. but I always felt very separated from the rest of the world, and being from Perth helped me kind of find my voice and share my music with the world. For people that have never heard it before, would be extremely emotional, nostalgic music for people that aren't afraid to cry. I first started making music when I was 22. I had a full-time job selling health insurance, and I had to do something that wouldn't make me go crazy. So that's when I started making beats during my lunch break. And that's where I fell in love with making beats and becoming a producer. I'm gonna text my wife. The reason why I love texting off silent is it's kind of obnoxious, but also it makes me feel important. The faster you type, the more business you're doing. I love you. Sorry. And that's another good hack, that you need someone in your life to tell you that you ain't nothing and to bring you back down to earth. When I first started producing, I use Fruity Loops, which is like a really basic software, but a lot of really cool people use it, and it was easy enough for me to understand and to like navigate, because I'm a little bit stupid myself. And that's what I use today. If I could collaborate with any artist, I've always had an obsession with Nas. I fell in love with Nas when I was in high school. Like his Illmatic record, and like I heard it when I was 15, but it made me feel some sort of way, and he's always been like my number one rapper, like lyricist, MC, so it'd definitely be Nas. If I could bring any album to a desert island, it would definitely be, I spelled that wrong, definitely be Dwelle, subject, send, because that album, Dwelle, I'm the biggest fan of Dwelle. His music is so incredible, and I can listen to that album back to front on days in and never get sick of it. I love you, Dwelle. This is my beloved Leica M6 camera. My first one got stolen when I was in San Francisco, but let's not talk about that. Left it in the front seat of my car because I'm an ignorant Australian, and it disappeared, so I had to buy another one. But the reason why I love this camera so much is because Kendall Jenner, no, I'm just kidding, is because it is a German workhorse of a camera. It's super tough, and takes amazing photos, even if you're a bad photographer. So I'm doing this for the love because there's already film in here that's been exposed. But I want to show you guys how to unload it, so I'm gonna expose the film for you because it's all very dainty, and I think that's why I like it. Sometimes as a man, it's important to just daint it up a little bit, to be gentle and not be so you can only be so dainty though. So Songs to Come Home To is my debut album, and it's weird saying debut album because I released some EPs a couple of years ago, and they all had like 8 to 10 songs on them. But nowadays, those are albums. But in my day, those are EPs. This has 20 tracks on it that I've written over the last 5 to 7 years. And while I struggled to get this film out, it was an ode to my childhood. And an ode to what home is to me. And for those watching, home could mean anything. I mean, home could mean a hug from your mum. Home could mean photos you took when you moved into a new city. Home could be your father's favourite meal that he used to cook you every Saturday. So this album was like an ode to everything that home means to me. And home to me is everyone that has supported me and made me the person who I am today. And I hope when you listen to that album, you feel that, because it's extremely important to me. My favourite memory would be, I'm just loading the film now. This is like the best sound in the world. My favourite memory from the album would definitely meeting Questlove through Jazzy Jeff, because those two are my idols, like, for real. And they were so kind to me. And they were like, if you ever need anything, let us know. And I was okay. I literally said, okay, like 1 second after, will you be on the album? And Questlove is so generous that he said yes and invited me to his backstage studio in New York, and showed me all these unreleased beats that he made, and like all these unreleased beats that Jay Dillon made. And I was just in awe to be in the same room with my hero. And later on, I had a track that I wanted him to lay drums on, and he did it in like 10 minutes and sent it back like he was my best mate. And how cool is that? And ever since then, I've been telling everyone that he's my best friend. But I just love the generosity of people like that, who have accomplished so much and still give so much to people. That wasn't as discreet as I thought it was going to be. But these snacks, like, I'm half Māori, half Filipino, and I hate to feed the stereotype that all we do is eat. But these snacks are Korean, and my wife introduced me to these. I don't know what they're called, but they're like styrofoam that tastes like maple syrup. So don't judge me. smile was based off my childhood, and like the childhood for like most people like me or who look like me, who maybe had to become the man of the house or become older a little bit quicker. And sometimes when you're young and you have like a lot of responsibility for your family, you feel like you can't have fun anymore. Unlike what we're doing today, we're having a lot of fun. But that's what's the inspiration behind Smile. It's like, even though you may be young and you may have to like do a lot for your family and friends, remember that you're still a kid and you're still someone who is allowed to be a kid and express themselves as a kid, because it's important. My best piece of self-love advice would be to go easy on yourself and remind yourself that if you are going through something really tough, that you probably have a really good reason to be upset, and give yourself a big hug. And remember that your story matters. And if you're creative, that it's important that you tell your story, because I guarantee that there's a kid out there or someone else that doesn't know how to express themselves, that can learn from your story and can not feel alone, because life is tough. So just remember that where you are now, you've done really amazingly to get there, and like, people are proud of you, so you should be proud of yourself too. I want to say thank you so much for coming to my mind massage. Please check out my album, Songs to Come Home To, if you haven't. Or not, it's okay if you don't. But I'd appreciate it if you did. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Baby Tate, and welcome to my mind massage. Shh. Today, I am going to take you on a sound journey with some of my favorite things. We're going to start juice just soaking up that tequila, that reposado. And now when you take this shot, it's going to be delicious. Are you ready? Cheers. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Here we have one of my favorite, all-time favorite fruits, cherries. I love cherries because they are just so sweet, so rich, so juicy. They remind me of myself. And you know what they say? The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Look how dark this cherry is. These cherries are absolutely delicious. Look at that. You know, they say if you swallow a cherry pit, that you will turn into a cherry. I have never tested that theory out, but I hear it's true. I think the first time I realized that cherries and I were in a long-term, loving, committed relationship was when I was a child. I would go to much like Goldilocks. Not too hot, not too cold. Got to have honey, not sugar. If you're drinking tea with sugar, just drink coffee. Honey is superior. Now we stir this up. Stir that honey in. You want to get it nice and mixed up so it's in the entire glass and not just at the top. And while you do that, we steep and dip that in like a toe into a cold pool. Just dip it in, take it back out. Okay, and now our honey should be properly stirred in. Let's take a sip. So good. Delicious. So good. Thank you guys for watching my mind massage. I hope that I was able to massage your mind and to relax you. Now I'm going to take this lovely tea to somewhere even more relaxing. Goodbye.
Peace, this is Awich, Awich, and I'm from Japan. And welcome to my mind massage. I'm going to take you on a sound journey using some of my favorite things. These are my crystals and the sage leaves. I'm traveling right now from Japan, now in LA, and I have a lot of crystals back home. And sometimes I take a couple of the crystals that I feel like I'm taking with me. And these are the ones that I brought today. Amethyst. And this one. Rose quartz. And this is terahertz. Terahertz. It's terahertz, I think. But in Japanese we call it terahertz. This is like it's vibrating. All the crystals are very small vibrating at its own rate, and it's supposed to give you like energy and certain types of emotions and feelings. And also I like just to look at the colors and to see them in my purse when I forget that I have it. It makes me happy. Like, oh, you're here. Alright. And this one I bought in my trip here. This is black kyanite. Coated with titanium. And I love this blue color. Like rainbow blue color. So I picked it up. And another one that I like is the sage. It smells so good. I also like looking at the fire. Because human beings are the only animals that can play with the fire. And because because of the fact that we can play with fire, we are able to accomplish so many things that is larger than our physical design. That makes us one of the most powerful beings on earth. And also, without tools like this, I'm reminded that we are not that strong. So, as a reminder, I like to look at fire and smoke. I'm from this small island called Okinawa, and it's part of Japan, but it used to be a kingdom. Japan came to Okinawa one day and took over. We became part of Japan, but after the World War II, Okinawa was given to America. So my father and my mom's era, when they were growing up in Okinawa, it was America. We had to have passports to go to mainland Japan, and we have different currency than Japan. So the culture is all mixed in that small island of Okinawa. And we still have a lot of American people there because of the military bases. And that's where I grew up. Okinawan people love to drink and dance and have fun. Very festive people. That's where I'm from. The first encounter of hip-hop music was when I encountered Tupac and his music. The first album I had listened to was All Eyes on Me album. I was just so captivated by it. I went through all his lyrics and all his interviews and all his movies, all of his speeches at like community centers and things like that. And my motivation to learn English was to try to understand what he is saying and what he is trying to communicate to the world. So that was my motivation to learn English. Even like all the way there in Okinawa, small island of Okinawa, Tupac reached the youth. So my inspiration comes from his showing his strength and also vulnerability, also his love for the community. And I want to do the same thing for the youth in Okinawa, in Japan, and all over Asia to inspire them. When I first encountered rap music, I was already calling myself a rapper. I was 14. I was walking around. Not a lot of people knew back then what a rapper is. But I decided that I was going to be a rapper when I was 14 when I first heard rap music. And I was just walking around telling everybody that. And one people led to the other people. And I was like knocking on the door of like a record shop. And they took care of me for like recording songs and helped me book events, like day events, because I was so little and things like that. So when I heard it, I already decided that I wanted to do this. My name, I decided to call myself Awich. I carry my cherries in this case. I'm wearing almost all my cherries that I broke. So I'm gonna take it off and give you the sound of it. I like to wear a lot of rings, and I like yellow golds. I just bought it in LA. It's Alex Moss. This pretty bracelet. It's so pretty. I like golds and diamonds. I like yellow golds and diamonds. Last but not least, this one is one of my favorite chains. It's my name in kanji, which is Chinese character that is used in Japanese language. It's weird. Chinese character that is used in Japanese language. But Chinese character is used in a lot of Asian languages. If you didn't know, now you know. First Coachella performance, it was awesome. It was with the 88 Rising Future stage and with a lot of artists from Japan and Korea and China all together in one stage, and some of us collaborated, and it was just like the feeling of unity, like everybody's coming together, and the people who were there gave us so much love, and it was just so beautiful. It was a beautiful moment. If my life had a soundtrack, what would be the first track? I have this song called Queendom, and in that song I talk about the story of me being born in Okinawa to going to America, and I was married, had my daughter, and I quit music when I did that and just became a wife and a mom and a student going to school. And my husband, when my daughter was 3 years old, he was murdered. And I went into depression. But I promised my daughter that I'll get back on my feet. And I promised my daughter that I would show her what happiness is and that I'll be the best at whatever I do. I'll show her how to live. And now I'm doing that. And in the song of Queendom, I talk about this whole process, my whole journey of me, where I'm coming from, and my affirmation of where I'm going and what I'm gonna do with my life. So definitely that song to start. The chips. I don't really like to eat candies. Like I don't really like sweet, like sugary stuff. But my go-to snack is the chips. I just like crunchy things. I like crunch things. We do it the civilized way. I like chips from Asian countries because they got some weird flavors. This one is roasted garlic and oyster flavors. And it's good. Very garlicky. I don't think you can kiss anybody after you eat this. Okay. I'm not kissing nobody. It's so good. Being a mom is actually the best thing that happened to me. It taught me how to love is gonna be returned to you. So it's always like this give and take. But when my daughter came out of me, I realized this girl, this being loves me with no fear. She need me to be here, and she would love me forever. That's when I learned to give love without fearing if I'm gonna get it back. I can't lie. When I did have her, when I was 20 years old, when I conceived her, at that time, it was 15 years ago. At that time, I felt like my career was over. I didn't feel like I could continue with my motherhood and career at the same time. When I think back, yes, I could. I think I could do it. It was just me thinking that I can't do it. If I put my mind to it, I probably could. And I did. Got back on my feet, and now I'm on top of my game. And I got the best daughter in the world. She's smart and like a leader and such a outgoing soul and like helping soul, and it's possible. And it affects each other. Like, it gives great energy to each other working in the motherhood. So I think that was a myth. If a woman became a mom, she can't work anymore. And everybody know that now, but back then I didn't know. The myth is busted now. All these big moments are, of course, like milestones. Me doing like tours, me doing arenas and bigger arena of like tens of thousands of people, solo shows, and making it to big festivals like Coachella. Of course, it's fulfilling moments, and I just love my team and my fans for supporting me. But it's just little things like my fans coming up to me crying and telling me how one of their loved ones passed away, but my music helped them go through it, and how one of my interviews gave them realization of what they really want to do in their lives, and they decided to do it, and they are happy that they did it. So things like that is what really we are all doing the music for, to help somebody find the meaning of their lives or their times on this planet. That's the most fulfilling moment. I was just so thirsty. Don't worry, I'm not gonna pour it on the mic. Can you hear the bubbles? It feels so good on my throat. Okay. On my perfect day off, I'm in my home island, Okinawa. We'll go to the jungle, and we'll find a waterfall, and we'll just be naked and swim and jump off the rocks into the waterfall, because I like jumping off the rock. And I like diving into the water and just chill and look at the bugs and how they live their lives, and go up in the jungle a little science fiction and mystery about the computers and the devices and the spirits intersecting in the island of Okinawa. My best self-love advice is understand yourself. Everybody speak about love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. You can't love nothing you don't understand. Because I feel like the love is the highest form of understanding. Know yourself, talk to yourself, and understand yourself. And that's how you love yourself. So the tools could be like writing diaries and talking to your families and things like that. But if you don't like speak your mind or how you're feeling, your emotions, most of the cases, you don't really understand yourself and you don't really know what you want. And you can't give you what you want if you don't know what you want. So, I mean, this is me telling myself. I'm trying to get in the habit of like understanding myself. Writing all the time, diaries and journals. Unfortunately, this is my work, to understand myself and human being and what love is and what life is, and put it into work. It's my work, so I'm happy. I'm blessed to be in this position. But I recommend everybody to write diaries and journals. In Japan, I'm known to have gold nails all the time because I'm an alchemist. I love the science of alchemy. But the trick is, if you want gold, you become the gold. If you want changes in your surroundings, you become the change. If you want somebody to grow, you grow. So I wear gold as a reminder of that. Thank you so much.